yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I'll leave right there. Oh, you don't even look out there. Nope.
All right.
What's up with it, everybody?
So, hey, what's up, everybody? Thank y'all for tuning in to another great show of the Put It On the Table podcast. I'm your host, Dre Will, and my brother here, like always.
What's up with everybody? Y'all already know, comedian Big Funny. Just I'm a comedian, don't mean everything a joke, but I can make it funny for you.
And today we have another special guest today, and I'm gonna put it out there. This is a lady that helped me get out to, Hollywood. and I'm I'm going to introduce her. Her name is Dr. Lana Bettencourt. Yes. So thank you for being a part of the show. Thank you.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Yes.
I would love to hear what you got to say.
Oh, well, I got lots to say. You got to ask me those questions, and I'm going to give you some answers.
Oh, yes, we're going to put it on the table today. So, go ahead and introduce yourself. Let the people know where you're from.
Okay, I'm Dr. Lana Bettencourt. I am a co-producer on the Carl Weber's The Family Business. I'm also a co-producer on Carl Weber's The Black Hamptons. And our little secret spinoff coming out hopefully this year is the Carl Weber's The Family Business New Orleans.
Oh man! I've been waiting for that. I've been waiting.
So we got a lot of good content coming to us, and it's going to be on BET Plus. If you have not seen, we're in season 5, which aired the first 2 episodes of season 5 aired on BET Plus on July the 4th. If you have not seen the first 4 seasons and you want to know what it's all about and get caught up so that you will not be behind in watching season 5, you can find seasons 1 through 4 on Netflix.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, that's a lot though. So like what exactly do you do, and like when did you get started in this business?
Ooh, okay. Now you're gonna ask a woman to tell her age. Well, I actually am from I was born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio, and then at 19 and then at 19 I moved to Cincinnati, Ohio. So I was who so and then in 2007 I retired from corporate America. I was an executive at Johnson and Johnson, and I retired, and I moved to California to get into the film industry, and I was blessed by the best above and was brought to and introduced to some wonderful people. I started out with doing a film about my life, and the title of that film is Angel Wishes: Journey of a Spiritual Healer. So I worked on that film. We did that, and then I just populated myself in the industry. I became a member of Women in Film, and I would go to the monthly meetings, and it was a great networking opportunity to get to meet people in the industry. I met Shonda Rhimes. I met a couple other people that were as they were starting out. I met Deborah Pratt, if you know about Quantum Leap. So it was a great networking opportunity. It was a great opportunity to meet some really exciting people, some movers and some shakers in the industry at the time and right now. And from that there I just moved on and I was working on a production that was doing a award show for stunt women in the industry.
Okay.
LaFay Baker is the heart and soul of that organization.
Mhm.
And so it was called Diamond in the Raw. And it was an organization that represented and talked about stunt women and women that wanted to
Mhm.
be in the industry because, men had populated that industry
Right.
for a long time. So she wanted to take the opportunity to recognize and provide knowledge for those that wanted to learn about becoming a stunt coordinator or a stunt person in the industry. And I was able to then also meet a lot of wonderful stunt coordinators and stunt performers in the
Mhm.
industry. And by being on the board with for Diamond in the Raw, I met Indy Brown Jones. She was Indy
Yes.
Brown at the time, but now she's Indy Brown Jones, and
Yes.
she
Shout
was
out to
also
Andy.
on the yes,
Shout out to Andy. Yes. And
yep,
Donzi. Yes.
yes, 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 yes. And she was on the board along with me, and we clicked right away because we were both from Cleveland, and that was a mutual thing for us. And
Did,
she
did
was
y'all
in
know
the
each other?
process.
I'm sorry. Did y'all know each other when you from Cleveland? Did y'all know or you just
No,
met out there?
no.
Okay.
No, we actually met each other at a board meeting, and
Wow.
we were sitting next to each other, and we just started talking. And I was saying I was from Cleveland. She says, "Oh my gosh, I'm from Cleveland too." And so then we just clicked from there. And
Mhm.
she was working on her first project with Carl Weber, which was The Man in 3B.
Yes, I
So
remember
she was,
that.
yes, so she was working on, she was getting ready to start working on that movie, The Man in 3B. And so she asked me if I would come and work with her. And she says, I don't know if I can afford you, but if you would you be willing? I says, yes, of course.
Right.
I says, you just never know until you ask someone. And here's
Right.
the thing about it. This is my fame to claim piece of it too is I was out there working and volunteering because I wanted to learn about the industry and get to know people. And so I still walk in my faith and my belief and my law of attraction, processes and beliefs and things like that. And so I knew that I was here for a reason. So it just made it that every opportunity that I had, it seemed to put me in the right place to allow me to take myself one step closer to that dream that I had coming from Ohio to Hollywood. So
Okay, so I got a
That
question. You
that's a
said you
great.
started off at your first one. You said you wrote did a movie about you. So like, do you
yes.
you write, act, produce? Like, what all did you start off with? Like, you do all of it?
I like to tell people I did from A to Z in that thing. I had a gentleman because it was started out as a period piece because it went back from birth for me and then came up into um, you know my current time at that time, which was I was age 47 at that time. So I hired a writer that helped me to write the period piece portion of it, which was the
Mhm.
1950s and the 60s and the 70s and the 80s portion of it. And then I picked it up and I wrote the rest of the script from that perspective. So I learned how to write a script, and
Right.
people would say, "Well, how did you do that?" I says, "God."
Right.
God, I did this all because I prayed and asked God to
Mhm.
help me through this whole process. I wanted to learn, and I wanted to be able to do whatever I could to um, get my dream to come true. So, I studied, I'd look up things, I talked to people. So I wrote the script. I was the executive producer. I starred in it a little bit, just to give a little tinge of my face on the screen there.
Mhm.
But we had a fun time doing that, and that was a great experience for me because that's when I learned producing films and shows, we as an audience enjoy it, but it's hard work. That's hard work that you have to do every day. And
Oh, it
and
is.
and kudos to the cast and the crew that make these projects look like it's so easy to do. Kudos to them. Kudos.
Yes, yes, yeah.
And I think I want to say this because I think that's the prime example of network making network. You go network with people and things like that, and then
Yes,
so
and that is the key thing to it, because the more you know about people and people know about
hmm
you, is that's how you can sort of help yourself to move on, or to move to different projects. And that's the same way that it has been on the projects that we do, because like one of my jobs is to help us vendors and um, different things from that perspective, and it's the networking piece of it that
yes,
makes a big difference. One of
Yeah.
my top roles right now as part of the production is I work with the product placement for our
mm,
shows that we have. I have a wonderful woman by the name of Anne, who is our product placement coordinator, and she connects me to different vendors, and then it's my job to build that relationship.
Yeah, because I say
And
talent is
by
one thing, but building relationships get you further.
yes,
Yeah.
Yes,
hmm
yes, yes, and yes. So, and that's the same thing too. I say people at Indy's level that's doing the show, that's the showrunner. She builds the relationships with the networks. She's the one that builds the relationships with the agents and the managers for the actors for themselves. You see what I'm saying? So each person has a role in making sure that the production is healthy. Each person has a role in making sure that the production is successful. Each person has a role in making sure that the product comes out in the best form. Kudos to Trey and
man,
now Veronica,
yep.
who's now starting to direct. Um,
Shout out to them too.
yes,
Shout
yes,
out to
yes, yes.
Trey and Veronica.
Yes,
So,
Yeah.
and then of
so after
course.
them first, I'm about to say after them first two movies, how many other movies have you done? Can you drop some titles, names like that, some other movies so that people know what you did?
Sure. You want me to do some name dropping, huh? Some title dropping
But
up in this,
That's
up
what I
in
want you to
Man.
here.
do.
Okay, so with Tridestin Studios, I worked on the Man in 3B, the Preacher's Son. We did another film. It hasn't been released. We worked on a couple of other films that haven't been released yet. So I'm not going to give you those names. But sometimes stuff doesn't go all the way through the process. But we've shot them themselves, so we've got those in the can and ready for whatever happens for them. And then of course all of the Carl Weber things that we've got. The Family Business, the Black Hamptons, and then the Family Business New Orleans. We did Throwback Holiday that was on BET. We did Always a Bridesmaid, which was a film that Yvette Nicole Brown had written, and helped with as one of the producers on that. I did a 3 episode pilot of a show called Mikasa Mikasa. It was a comedy, and that we had some really funny people in there. Miguel Nunez is in there.
Mm.
Darren Henson is in there. I did another pilot with a great guy by the name of Kent Falcon and Kiki Haynes. They did one. It was Just a Phase. That's a
Okay.
sci-fi that they had put, and they were trying to get funding for that. I did another one with Kent and Jason from they had, it was called Oh, Brothers-in-Law, and that was another comedy pilot that they had. And then I've had the opportunity to
Where was
work
I at?
with.
Why y'all ain't put me in there? Hold on. Hold on. I do comedy.
Yeah,
And you do.
yeah. Well, you know what? We should have. I didn't know you at that time, but now
Yeah,
that I
Well, shit, I'm
do,
about to
you know,
go.
yeah.
that's
We
a
do
I'm about to
comedy
go back to
all
the
over.
YouTube.
Like we try, yeah.
yep. And Andre will tell
Hmm.
you if I know you
Yeah.
and if I
I
can
know.
see an
I don't
opportunity,
know
You
how.
sure
I
do.
I'm gonna put it
will.
on the
I
table,
will.
under
Oh,
the table.
oh, you should have said that, Dr. Lana. He's about to send you all his YouTube, everything, man.
Oh yeah. I'm about to load you up. But I want to
That's
ask you a
okay.
question.
That's
I
okay.
want to ask you a
Because you
question.
just
Like,
here's the thing about
okay,
it,
wait.
and Drea tell you, you just never know
Never know.
when that opportunity will come knocking at your
Mhm.
door, when that opportunity to do it. And what I tell people, you know, when that opportunity comes knocking at your door, it doesn't always have to be grand and large.
Mhm.
Take it and let it be what it is and let it grow from there. Like I said, look at my opportunity on how it started out for me with Tridestin Studios. You know,
Mhm.
I was working on the board with another organization, and Indy needed help, and I said yes. And look at all the things that have come from that. And you know, we talk about how, you know, when we're doing some talks with other people and just talking to like kids in the industry, and you know, doing some motivational speaking in regards to it, how you start out. And we were talking about how Indian and Trey started out with Tridestin Studios, and also a shout out to Carl Weber, who is the
Yes.
creative showrunner
Carl Weller.
on our show. And you know, it
Yes.
wouldn't be these shows that we're working on wouldn't be anything without his creativity. So we have to make sure that, you know, that piece of it is recognized and taken care of as well. Um, and I'll give you an example. There in The Preacher's Son, I
Hmm.
had they needed someone to just do this walk-in piece opposite of Christian Keys, and I said, okay, can I do that? And they said yes. And do you know that Carl and Indy and Trey were so satisfied with me with those two lines that
Right.
they had given me, and that was the start of that show. That if you go back and look at that show, I'm almost in every scene in that
Hmm.
movie,
Yeah.
because once Carl got to see how I worked, how I flowed, he wrote that character and put me in almost every scene.
That's
So
what's
that's
up.
what I say to people, when the door,
Yes.
when you're knocking at the door, you don't have to ask for the world. The world is going to be given to you if it's already designed for you and it's part of
Hmm.
your destiny. From that
Yes.
perspective, I believe that that's that whole law of attraction. That's that whole, you know, faith and belief piece of it. So
Yes. And shout out to Carl
Yeah.
Weber. Shout out to Carl Weber
yes.
also, because
And the law of attraction have attracted me to y'all. I'm about to end my shoe call and everybody y'all know. All y'all about to get these videos.
but yeah,
Yeah.
because I was because I tell people around here, like when especially when I was out there speaking on Carl Weber and you guys, it's I know the show is called Family Business, but it's really a family business to what y'all doing out there. You know, and I tell everybody like it's people that you see in the movies acting and things like that. They'll also work on set, you
Hmm.
know. So it's like he brings people in to get a chance or to at least put you out there to get a chance and things like that. So he keeps it all in the family, I see.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's a big thing from Tridestin Studios. You know, Indy and Trey have always said they wanted to be a blessing to people. You know,
Yes.
so one of the things from that perspective is allowing the crew members to be part of the projects that we're in,
Mm-hmm.
that we're doing. So you'll see a lot of our crew members in the projects, in the
Right.
productions that we're filming.
Mm-hmm.
And some end up with larger roles, and some
Mm-hmm.
end up with just walk-ons, and some
Right.
end up just as background.
Just
But
just
it's
looking
all
good on
that
the screen like I did,
looking good
you
on the
know.
screen. But you know what? Here's the thing about that. What really pushed that for us more so was COVID, and when we were it locked up because of COVID, and we were working in the way that we were from that perspective.
Yes.
We were limited to getting people in because
Mhm.
we were we were sequestered, so we had to work with the way that we did, and so in order for us to get backgrounds, we used our crew members in order to get certain roles that didn't have a lot of lines or only had one or two lines. We used our crew members.
Yes.
So COVID really helped us and helped them.
I was just
In that
about to
way.
ask you that, like, how do you think that COVID did it help or hurt it? Because like when everybody was like on strike and stuff like that, it was time for people to pop up and put out, and it's been like that what y'all was doing.
Right, and we were once again blessed and highly favored from the perspective that we were one of the production companies that was still able to work because we were sequestered and we were
Yes.
working in a bubble.
Mhm.
So we were able to continue on with what we were doing.
Yeah, and one
Yeah,
thing
and
I want to say, like,
we tested, and we did all the testing, the COVID testing
Yes,
and
they did.
everything. We followed all the SAG guidelines,
Yeah.
everything. So,
I want to put it on the
because
table.
I was the COVID compliance
Yes, she was.
supervisor. So,
Okay, can I put it on the table right now, Miss Lady Richard? The places that I see y'all go to and film and the buildings and shit y'all be around. Oh Lord, I don't even give a damn if I'm in the show. I just want to go kick it with my feet in the pool and shit like that. Get on the yacht, give me a drink. Like, how would that be like? Just going around doing stuff like that. Is it fun doing that? Like when y'all got time to relax?
Dre will tell you that it's
Mhm.
fun. He said it just like as it is. This is, to me, it's not work, it's like being around your family,
Yes.
because when we go to work each day, it's like going to work with your family.
Hmm.
And we did and do have the opportunity to be in some wonderful environments when we're there, and we get to enjoy, filming in California.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's nice.
That's
It's nice.
I picked the
It's
shit. That's why I
nice.
said
yeah.
that.
And
I loved it.
And
I wanted to come out
we
there and pick up trash. I don't give a damn. I wanted to pick up y'all gun rappers and McDonald's shit, whatever y'all.
Yeah, and we've actually had some comedians in our show. Miguel Nunez, DC Young Fly. So
Mhm.
we've had comedians in our show that
Yes.
have that and we've had rappers in there. We had Tretch in the show. We've
Yep.
had Wyclef Jean in our show.
Hmm.
So that's
And
the and that's
everybody's in the family business.
Yes, that's the key thing that's really neat about this is the opportunity to show Black folks in a different view. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Our shows are doing that, with the Black Hamptons, showing them with money and with stature and and
Yes.
with ownership of
Of a
that.
black
Uh,
family.
Black families that are
Yes.
up and coming and things like that. Um, and then with the family business, owning your own, I mean, you got the crime part of it, but that's another story. But you've got them owning their own business. You've got the family dynamics. And Ernie Hudson just did an interview on one of the morning shows, and he was talking about this season. Of course, there's a lot of stuff happening, but just it's like a family, and you get to see all the dynamics of a family, but you get to see them resolved
Yes. Hmm.
in a family way. And it's not like it's some of the you leave it out there and you think it's unresolved. It's resolved within the family itself, and you just move on, but you still see them holding on to what they have.
Yes.
So how much money, like somebody not balling like y'all, like say somebody else want to start off and get into the business of making movies, like how much should they think of a budget for people to take them serious? And like what kind of cameras or stuff like that? How much money
Wait
should
a
they have?
minute. It just depends. You guys had Monica Davis on here. You know, Monica's part of our crew and our cast. Yeah, there's a little surprise there too. But but you know, she'll tell you because she's done some independent films too. Because I was actually in um one or two of the independent films that her and Sheila Sharma um, did, and you know, it just depends upon what you want to do. I don't want to throw out there any numbers because you know what, it just depends upon who you can get to help you, how you can get it done, and everything. The one thing that I say for you, if you're going to have a project, the key thing to have, you got to have a great story.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
I don't care how you shoot it, I don't care who you got acting in it. If it's not a great story, you're not going to keep your audience.
Yeah. You can't have a camera that look like it got boogers on it either, though. Like people with the blurry glass lens, like people like their hands is off. So
Well, here's the thing about it.
it
You
kind
got
of
a
look.
great story. If you got a great story, you're going to find people that are going to say, "I want this as my passion project."
Right.
Do you see what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so they're going to want to do it.
Mhm.
I've run across people, and like I said, in some of the pilots that I've done, because of connections and working with other people, people have come up and worked on these projects because they're passion projects. They have someone that wants to do a project. I'll take my Mikasa project that I worked on with Baron J. Littleton. He had a passion. He had a project that someone had written, and he had a foundation, and he went and got money for production, and we pulled it together on a shoestring, and we went to actors and said, "Hey, this is going to be a twofold thing. This is a passion project, and it's going to also, what we're doing is we're going to film this over the summer. So we're going to get kids in the city that want to get into filming, and we're going to have them as part of this." And that's how we were able to get the funding, because it was a summer program, and the city was able to give us the money to pay for this production. And you can find actors and crew members that are willing to do this because they love the craft,
Mhm.
because they love what they do. They
Yeah.
love sharing it with others.
Mhm.
Now you done dealt with a lot of people, so I'm just trying to put on the table now, Miss Lady. It sounds like you just had a great, wonderful time. Have it always been smooth? Where some people you had to be like, get the hell off my damn set. Oh, I don't want this motherfucker here. Or something like, come on, tell me something. What's how I go?
Now look, business is business. Business is business, and you
Yes.
know, it's just like working in corporate America.
Mhm.
Not every employee is the best, but they give you the best that they can at that point in time, and that's what you have to look at. That person gave you the best that they could at that point in time, and then you just have to move on to see what the next thing is that you're going to
So
do.
y'all ain't had to kick nobody off set and none and no movie.
N- Not that I don't know. Not that I that not that I not that I've had that I can remember.
Mhm.
And I
Ain't,
would remember that.
Yeah.
so, ain't
Yeah.
nobody boyfriend come up to the set, man. Ain't gonna be
Oh
something
Lord
on a girl.
Jesus. No, actually that's the thing about it, because and Drea tell you this,
Yeah.
we are a blessed set. We
Yes.
pray at the beginning of each production.
Mhm.
God is all up in everything that
Yes.
we do. So
Nice.
we feel that anything that would have come, God takes care of it for us.
Yes.
So we don't have
Yes.
those issues on set. We don't have those
It's
types of
it's
problems.
really a
We've been
family
really
there.
blessed.
It's really a
Yes.
family there. Like,
Mhm.
You don't supposed to kiss your sister and hump on her like that.
Huh?
He says
What?
a family. I said you don't supposed to kiss your sister and hump on her like that. I don't think.
Well, wait a minute. You
Well,
know,
that's
there's
interactive.
something called
That's
that's called
interactive.
acting. But you
Yeah.
know what? There's kissing cousins. You
Yeah,
know,
it
They from Kentucky.
is.
so But yeah,
But
that's the good thing. And then
I have,
when you say family, it's you know how you say that's my cousin, that's my play cousin,
yeah.
that's my play brother over there. And that
But
is true because even on set, my husband knows this because we work long hours
mhm,
as producers, and I'm grateful and thankful to be a co-producer on these projects. It gives me the opportunity to work and meet different people and
yes,
and be in different environments and different exposures that I don't know if I would have in my regular day-to-day life. So
right.
I'm grateful for that perspective. And because of that, and I look at all of that, you know, you build that bond. That's what he's talking about, that bond, and you have to take
Mhm,
care of each other. So we're there to take care of each other.
yes.
And I'm always playing like I'm somebody's auntie on that set.
Yep.
I'm somebody's
Mhm,
play mama on that set, and I'm
mhm.
somebody's set wife on that set too. So
But
A
you
positive
you
and
got
a
a lot
positive
going
business
on.
of it.
I got a
Mhm.
question, especially before we
Yeah.
go into the family business and the spinoff and everything. Does Tridesta ever hold or conduct workshop for expiring production workers or actors?
We have never done that I know of. That would probably be more of a indie or a Trey question. Now I do know that Trey does go out and talk, do motivational speaking on, and has done talks to like some of the HBCUs,
Okay.
and he's gone to some of the film organizations and spoke there. So yes, that is something that I know Trey specifically, Trey Haley, who's the president of Tridescent
Mm-hmm.
Studios. He's also our director.
Award winning director.
Yes.
Award-winning director,
Yes,
I,
and
I got a question for you. Like for the people that don't know, like regular eyeballs just watching it, they just watch a series and it's quick. How much time, like weeks, months, or in the days, go to making a series? Like how many hours
so
a day? Like
for
how many
for
weeks or months?
right
man.
for a season for us, it's about 3 months
Hmm.
to shoot it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every day, 2 days off, sometimes no
Mhm.
days.
Well, no, 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 no,
I
no, no.
know.
Let me
I'm just
clarify
messing. I'm just
that.
messing with.
Now, as a producer, maybe no days off,
Yeah.
but the crew and the cast, we typically have 5-day weeks that we shoot, and uh, from that perspective, and getting it in to get everything. So that 3-month time frame is based
Yeah.
on a 5-day week. You
Right.
know.
And people don't know
Yeah,
how
how many
much
hours a day?
hold on. People don't I might get it because people don't know how much you say like 3 months, 5 days a week. They be like, well, the hours you put in through them days
Yeah.
equals it equals up. It comes together. So
Yes,
can
it
you let them
does.
know how
Because
many hours are set?
we're talking 12-hour days in production.
Yeah.
Those are 12-hour days.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. So just
You,
think how a nurse, how nurses work. The hours nurses work. That
Mm-hmm.
12-hour shift a nurse works.
Yep.
We're on a nurse's schedule.
so which one did you start on first? Black Panthers or Carl Weber? I mean, Family Business.
We did family business first
Yeah.
because actually family business started out as a film, and BET saw it and says, "Wait a minute, I think this could be a series,"
Yeah.
and they granted Carl and Indian Trey to pick it up as a series because when we were shooting it to be a movie, and they
Mm-hmm.
saw it and they said, "No, we want this to be a series." And we actually shot in the Hamptons, and there's a lot of the scenes that truly are in the Hamptons in episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was fun going to New York. We shot some scenes in New York and some of the street scenes. So it was a lot of fun. Like I said,
Mm-hmm.
it was fun doing that. And then each year we just grew and grew and grew with the different things that we were able to do. And that's why I say, if you've never seen the show, you want to definitely go to Netflix and look at seasons 1 through 4 and do it. Now, here's the thing about it.
Hello.
This show is based on Carl Weber's series of books.
Yes, and I was just about to add because someone asked that in the comments. Are some of his books movies?
Yes.
And yes,
The family business is based on um the series of books. Now, it's not always just, and I'm gonna have to look this up because I saw this. Someone had posted this once before to see what the actual order was for all of the books. Let me see if I can find it real quick while I'm talking to you guys. Of the order of the books itself, so they know exactly which ones to read. If you want to go back and look at read the books in chronological order as things are happening. But as you know, when you have a book and then you move it from a book to a show, you're going to have that creative differences just to
yes,
make it more interesting, because you've got live action now that you're
yes.
doing versus reading the action. And so the storylines, but we stay pretty close to Carl's storylines. We may put a little special something in there every once in a while, but
Now,
yeah,
So,
and
uh,
that's the other thing that's the other thing that I have a
can I?
lot of fun with, is being a part of the writers' room.
Okay.
So
Now, can I
yeah,
ask you this? Now,
mhm,
Carl's the writer, right?
yes.
Now, when Trey is on set and he may switch some up, is that usually fine with the writer, or
Well, that's the one thing that we have that's really good, is that we've got our writer on set with us every day. So if something, and Trey as a director and Carl as a writer, they're more open to um, the actors putting a little bit in there, running it by them and switching it up a little bit, as long as it doesn't mess with the storyline, as long as it doesn't mess with the character's development itself. For example, like I said, when they made me Sister Renee, because I'm also the governess on the family business. So
yes, I was about to get into
the
that also.
so
I
like
want to ask a question. Go
Sister
ahead.
Renee on the preacher's son, I had, like I said, I started out with those 2 lines. And then as Carl saw how I spoke and how I moved on camera, he started writing like I speak.
Hmm. Wow.
And then, like, if I couldn't, because I was not an actress, so as I was on screen and if I was saying the lines, it felt comfortable if I didn't say the words exactly the way that he said them, but I
Yeah.
kept it in the same content,
Right.
and never changing the intent, never changing the character's development and things like that, because in that show I was the mother, Valerie Pettiford's best friend. So
Mm.
Okay, I wanted to get back to y'all saying like the book is somewhat different from like the actual film. Like
mhm.
people that read books love their damn books. Do y'all ever get some hate mail? Like, why the hell y'all switched that? It ain't not do like people that be mad. Like why the hell it ain't like the book? You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
You
yeah.
know
You
people.
you go join the Facebook group for family business.
I am in the
You
Facebook
see,
group. I am in the
wait
Facebook
a
group.
minute.
I
They
see
be on that bullshit.
And
it.
you're right. They're in there saying,
Yeah.
"Wait a minute, that wasn't in the book. That wasn't how that was." But
Yeah.
then we changed a couple of things around. I'll give you a little bit of a storyline that sort of switched over a little bit. Um, in the family business, Senior Cruz is the one that gets shot and is in the wheelchair, but in the books, it's Harris.
Right. Interesting.
So it changed up a little bit, but it's
Mhm.
still, but it didn't mess with the storyline.
Right.
Yeah, but don't
You
people
see
be
what I'm
mad
saying?
about their book? Don't readers,
Oh,
boy.
I know. They're serious about those books, and I
So,
gotta love those fans. And I actually posted in one of the groups earlier this week. I said, y'all have me cracking up with some of your comments, but I love y'all because
so
they be honest. Why did you do
yeah,
this?
I'm actually in them groups, so I know.
Oh yeah, okay, then yeah. So,
So you're actually okay, but besides being on production of the family business, you're actually actor in the family business. Can you tell us about your role in your actor and family business, and who are you playing?
Yes, I have the role of the governess for the kids, the Duncan kids.
Yeah.
And once again, let me tell you how that happened. We
Yeah.
were shooting a scene, and this also tells you how Trey as the director, Carl as the writer, and Indy as the showrunner are, collaborate with when an actor has a question or wants to change something. So Miguel Nunez, who plays Harris Grant, who is the husband or now ex-husband to London Duncan Grant.
Hmm.
London had just had this baby, and she was still at the she was still in the hospital because she was being treated for depression.
Yeah.
So he had the baby at the office, and he came out and he says, "Now I have this baby. I wouldn't be having this baby all the time by myself,
Hmm.
and we're Duncans. I would have a nanny or somebody."
Right.
So he said, "Get Dr. Lana. Tell Dr. Lana to come in here and get this baby from me." And that's and that is exactly how that started.
Right.
Is that he was sitting in his office,
Yes.
and I walked in. He said, "Here, can you take Mimi for me while I go do da 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 da?" And I'm going, "Okay."
Yeah.
And
I,
I walked out, and that was my first scene as the governess, and
mhm.
then it just grew from there.
Yeah.
For that piece of it, and then as the baby
And
got bigger and stuff like that, and then as Mariah started to when Mariah found out that she had a half sister, I was the one to sort of bring that bond together because
mhm.
London wasn't having it, of course,
Yeah.
and I was the one to bring it together from that piece of it.
And
So
you
yeah.
actually did great in that series. I've been watching it, and you actually are a great actor.
Oh,
You really
thank
are.
you,
And,
thank
and
you.
and I got to mess with you because we have Monica Davis on here. And
Yes,
yes,
Shout
and
out to
you,
Monica.
yeah, shout out to Monica.
I
And
love me some Monica.
yes, that was yes. And she was the twerk teacher.
Yes.
And I said, but y'all got Dr. Lana out here twerking.
Yes, that was at Sonia's bridal shower when we went
Right.
to the nightclub and we had the stripper and we were
Yes.
there, and Monica's character was teaching us how to twerk, and we had the stripper there and everything. That scene was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So did you already know how to twerk, or was she really teaching you? Like, I don't need this class.
Of course I didn't.
But yes,
So,
now let's get to the spinoff because Family Business New Orleans. So tell us of what the spinoff is about.
well, I don't want to give anything away. That's why, and
Right.
I don't want to,
If you,
and because
yes.
because only the first two episodes of season 5 is out. So there's some
Okay.
crossover because, as you know, in order with it being a spinoff, we wanted to cross over a little bit.
Okay. So
Um,
season 5, it's a little bit crossover of New Orleans in there, right?
yes,
Okay.
It kind of give a
yes,
lead up to what's coming. So you can be
Okay.
like, oh
yes,
shit.
Yep.
yes.
But go ahead and tell us what you can tell us.
Okay, what I can't tell you is, well, the stars on the Family Business New Orleans are Brandon T. Jackson and Leela
Mhm.
Rashawn,
Okay.
Ben Stevens. He plays Curtis. He's the
I
bounty
hey, I
hunter.
love
Yeah,
Ben.
I love me some Ben too. So
Everybody love Ben.
everybody love Ben. Everybody love
Shout
Ben.
out to
Yvette
Ben.
Nicole Brown is on Family
Okay.
Business New Orleans. So it's at Pooch Hall,
Oh, okay.
Orlando Jones. So we
Man.
got we got a really nice crew. And that
Yeah.
so this is based in New Orleans, and it's about another extension of the Duncan family and the
Mhm.
things that they're going through. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. But
Can
that's
I
all
ask
that's
So
a
what you
question?
know.
if there's some Dunkin' stuff going on,
Oh
it's got
man.
to be good. It's got
Yes.
to be good.
I got a question. Like, is this series already done, or are y'all working on this? And then, like, if so, like, when would it be like released for people to see?
Oh, Family Business New
Mhm.
Orleans. We're finished filming that.
Yep.
It's
And
in post production
I've been
now.
following y'all through New Orleans. It looked like y'all had a great time too. Man,
Yes,
We
we
gonna pop up on
did.
y'all.
Yes,
yeah,
we
we gonna pop
did.
up.
Yes.
I'm gonna pop up. I'm gonna do the best dinosaur walk ever. Paul Webber gonna be like, I'm gonna say this every episode. Every episode.
And you know what? Everybody in New Orleans was so wonderful to work
Yes.
with and to meet, and we got to film in the streets in the French quarters.
Mm.
Oh my gosh! So it was really a lot of fun. It
So
really was.
y'all was down there for 3 months.
No, 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 no. We filmed probably about 30% of season one of the Family Business New Orleans there, and then the rest of it was shot in LA.
So y'all stayed there the entire time till y'all got everything or back and forth.
We went down there and shot what we needed to shoot in New Orleans, and then we came back.
Mhm.
So y'all was got to stay
Because
down there for 30
we
days.
started out
Yeah.
in LA, went to New
Shit.
Orleans, and then came
Mhm.
back to LA.
This is
And y'all don't need nobody passing around sandwiches and shit like that. I'm the best sandwich passer out there that is. Like, ain't nobody passing out sandwiches better than me or handing your jacket and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
But that's
So,
that's the thing too, is we want to get authentication or the authenticity of the, I can't even say the word, but you know what,
Authenticity.
we want to make it authentic.
yeah,
So
yeah.
with it being New Orleans and everything, we wanted to make sure that we had true authentic New Orleans
New Orleans style, like
Y'all could have had
style
the
down there,
tourists bringing grenades
background,
and shit. I could have
everything.
walked down the street drunk, drinking like, I got grenades.
Like I said,
yeah.
it was a lot of fun. It was a
What the
lot
hell?
of
I got
fun.
grenades. Like, oh man, that's what I love what y'all doing
and,
though.
But
and we got a couple of surprises. So you on the Family Business season 5, we've got some new characters in there, as you know.
Mhm.
So one of them was revealed in the first episode, which I'm so happy, because he's one of my generation, and Dre, you know this because you looked inside. You're part of the uh, Facebook group. Patrick Duffy. We got us some Bobby Ewan up in this thing.
yeah. Oh man, this is going to be a great series right here.
let
The
me and let me
spinoff.
just tell you, yes, and then but Bobby's in the Family Business. He's not in the New Orleans one, but I'm just telling you
Yeah.
the Family Business portion of it. This season we got some crazy acting Junior,
Mm.
some and
Oh, I read
Ernie
some.
said.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's okay. And then Ernie talked about this when he did his interview. He was saying, and now I'm being more sexy. He says they found out that I was sexy. I said, ain't nobody just finding this out. We already knew this. So we
Who is
just
that
gonna have all
again?
of this. Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Um, but I read something online about Junior. I guess Junior is about to have not the same Junior anymore, huh? Junior's about to, that's what I
You
read.
see
I'm
me
not gonna
when
say it.
let me get a little closer. Can you see me rolling my
I
eyes at
see you
Junior?
rolling your eyes. I know you can't say it, but I read on it.
Junior being bad. Junior being bad.
Yeah, I heard Junior about to switch over.
That's the
Junior
question
being
though.
bad.
Right.
And our poor little Sonia, she
Yeah,
loves you so much.
yeah.
Hey, for like, I would ask you a question. Like, since you doing it, y'all doing y'all thing. Like, how can an inspiring actor or somebody that do film or anything? Like, do y'all have auditions or like stuff like that, or shit like that? You know what I'm saying?
Well, we do post
For casting calls, I mean, whatever.
well, we do post our some of our roles on Breakdown Express, so and Actors Access. So if you have that, go into Actors Access and look it up, and
I'm glad you
do a
told me that
flag.
Hold on, be quiet. I asked a
because
question.
actor access is something I've been trying to remember since I left Hollywood. I could not remember that name.
That's
Actor
why I asked
access.
the question. I'm trying to let her tell it.
So
You
thank
keep
you.
talking.
See, there you go. There you
Yeah.
go.
Can you
So
say
go
that
ahead,
again for the
sign up,
people?
sign up and get you an account, get your little headshot, put your headshot out there and look for
Mhm.
stuff. And then you know what? Here's things about it. There's all kinds of shows and independent projects, network projects and stuff like that that they put out there and they post for people. And sometimes now Cincinnati, y'all
Yeah,
got filming going on. So
but
look
you
for
know
stuff
what?
that's
Could you
local
please one
too.
time? Could you please repeat those places for people to look? You say that again?
Yes, Actors Access.
Okay.
And I know as a casting person, we put it on Breakdown Express. So in the breakdowns, so you're looking in the breakdowns, and then the actors is where you put up and you submit your Actors Access.
And what all do you need to send or have ready prepared before you get on the site? What do you need?
Well, here's the thing about it. Actors Access, if it, unless something's changed, so don't quote me on this. I believe it's a free site. You just put your headshot up there, and you would go in, and when you log in for the location that you're looking for: Los Angeles, Atlanta, New Orleans, New York, whatever. And then
Yeah.
when you put in that city that you're looking at, it'll tell you what roles are being, you know, casted for.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then if you see something, then you take because you have an account, then you submit yourself for the role. And that's where we get a lot of our background from too. And
Yes. Yes,
like I
it
said,
is.
and Drea tell you
Yep.
sometimes our background turns into somebody that may have a little line or two. So
Yep.
That's how Devo started.
yeah.
Yeah.
I met him. I
Yeah.
met yep.
Tiny hair.
When he was alive. He was actually in a film that I did with Miguel Nunez for Lionsgate. He was in there with
Okay.
us. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, he
Well,
started off on that Denzel movie. Just sitting there, then
Hmm.
he come up after that. Yeah, they
yes,
used it.
yes.
Yeah.
And well, look, hey, we are at our point.
No, we ain't. We
And
started. You
we,
got more time. You got something you want to say, Miss Lane?
yeah, and then also we want do you have anything for the people? Any motivation or anything that you could tell them and they can go by or anything like that?
I just want to say, if you are interested in it, don't give up. Continue to work towards your goals. Continue to work towards your desires. I open it up that if I'm on Facebook, I'm Dr. Lana on Facebook, and if you ever have any questions, um, shoot it to me. And
I,
if I can steer you in a direction to help you, I will.
well, look, I think a lot of people are gonna be hitting you up because we have a lot of comments here that have questions here already. So, and they don't even want you to leave right now. They said we need her longer, so, or they
Well,
want us to
I can
bring you
come
back.
back. I can
Yes,
come back. Yeah.
they want us to bring you back. Somebody said bring her back. So,
Okay.
I was gonna say before you get up out of here and all that though, because everybody heard you right and stuff like that. But I read, and can you please explain like the doctor part of this? Because I read like you were touching healing person.
yes,
Yep.
Oh.
I asked a question.
because I forgot to ask about that. Yes, you are a
Yes.
spiritual
Well.
healer.
Yeah. I'll try to sum. I know we're running close to your time. So, but yeah, I
Yeah,
got
he got
really
nowhere.
sick
We
in.
started late. Shit.
Okay.
Put it on
I
the
I
table. We
got
started
really.
late. Everybody see we started late. Shit.
I started y'all late because I couldn't get it
That's
figured
none of their
out.
goddamn business. I didn't put that on the table. That's none of their damn business.
I got really sick in 1999 to where the doctors had given up on me and said that I would just have to um, live my life in pain for the rest of my life. And they didn't know how long that was going to be. And I worked with this lady that was a spiritual healer, and she came to my house and she did a spiritual healing on me in a 3-day time frame. And when she was finished, she told me that spirit had given her the name of a medication that would heal me. She had done everything that she could spiritually, but then there was a Western medicine that I needed to take. And I took it to my doctor, and he said, "You know what? I'll write this prescription because I'm at my wit's end. There's nothing I can do." And I took the medication, and it healed me.
Mm.
And I said, I want to do this for people. I want to learn this. So I started studying, and I started working and learning and experimenting and doing all kinds of things. And over the years, I have Been doing spiritual healings. By the grace of God, I've helped people be cured of cancer. I've
Mm,
helped people with pain management. I've even helped people that were having problems passing college exams,
wow.
and we would go through and break through that energetic field till they passed their exams. They were on their this one client, she was on her last time of taking the test, and if she couldn't do it, she'd have to wait another year
Wow.
before she could take it again. And I worked with her, cleared her energy field, and she went and took the test, and she passed it with flying colors. So I just been really blessed with that. My doctorate degree is in philosophy and divinity. So I'm Reverend Dr. Lana Bettencourt. I'm an ordained minister.
So
Wow.
you marry
So
people and shit like that too, huh?
Yeah.
You do a
Uh-oh.
lot. You do a lot.
yeah,
Lady,
yeah.
are you an herbalist too?
Yes, and a lot of the things that I do, like I said, I do my healings are based on energy, and then I direct you more to the herbal portion of it, and then today there are some Western medicine things that are the only thing that can kill some of the stuff that's happening in this world right now. So, but I work with you on the energy side of it first, then we go to the herbal side, and then we go to the Western medicine side of it. I cannot prescribe medicines because I'm not a medical doctor, but I can tell you what I think would be the things that you can then go back to your doctor and then ask for.
That's great.
Oh,
And
Lord.
then
And I,
and
and
I've
I and I seen you in action too, because she actually does it on set and everything. So.
Man.
yeah.
Hey, so if y'all see
Thank
me out
you,
there
thank
next year,
you.
I'm gonna be dunking a basketball again.
Yeah.
She gonna rub some hot rocks on my knees and give me some grease, some gout grease and stuff.
Yeah, because if you don't know Dr.
So,
Lana, he has gout. So
Oh, does he?
yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what? Let's talk afterwards. Let's talk about that.
lady, I'm gonna inbox you every day up there. You just don't know what you started when you said that. You'll be, you'll be on the phone when we ping at 3 o'clock in the morning, like ping, ping, ping. They fucking us in 10 nail skits and some other shit like ping, ping.
But you gotta remember, we are now on the same time as them also.
That's right. Now you're gonna be on at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's 12 for me at night. So I'm gonna call you at 3 o'clock in my morning time. It's 6 o'clock
Right.
yours.
And you'll be getting like ping, ping, ping. Oh, you want some more? Ping, ping.
Well,
Oh shit.
like I said, we appreciate you coming on the show. Also, that was great. Thank you for being a part.
Yeah, thank you. Greatly appreciate it. For
Yeah,
real.
it's a
You're
lot of
very
stuff.
welcome.
It's a lot more than we need to ask you and things like that. But thank you for being a part of this show.
Yeah, because you
You're
like an
very welcome.
inspiration.
Thank you.
I always try to tell people like it's never too late to learn or try something new to get into something different. Like your story, and then to go in a whole other field, like ain't had nothing to do with what you thought was gonna be, and you end up here. Like I always tell people that stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, and just never give up. Just keep going and keep pushing. And like I said, if it's something specific someone wants an answer for, on how to do what they want to, and to getting into the acting
Mhm.
world, or the film production itself,
Yes.
hit me up on Facebook.
Yeah.
You done fun.
And I'm going to
I'm applying for the napkin grabber, the envelope deliverer. I'm putting in like about 900 applications. I'm trying to do all this shit. Like you don't leave me stuff. You messed up, lady. I'll put it on paper.
Nah, I've not messed up. I've opened the door to allow a
Yes, you
blessing
did.
to come through.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We really appreciate that. I also want to give a shout out to your daughter, Naomi, also here, and
Yes.
your grandson, Junior.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's how
Those
I
are my
know her. I
babies.
coach her. I coach your grandson, Junior, in
Mhm.
football, and and the thing like we was talking about earlier, just networking.
Yeah.
I was
Yes.
networking to her daughter, telling her what I do, and she told me, "Hey, my mom is in Hollywood." And she called her right there on spot. I remember one day at practice, she called you, and I talked to her.
Yep.
So yes,
Yep.
that's what it is about
And I
networking.
said it. And I said to him, I
Yeah.
said, hey, if he wants to come on out, let me see what we got going and see when. So we brought you out so that you can get a little taste of it.
Oh, you
So
want to tell her the story real quick? When I got that
Oh, yeah.
call, So when I'm gonna tell you when you first called me to come out there. Go ahead.
I'm almost afraid to hear this story.
We were sitting there chilling though, you know what I'm saying, doing a radio show. Yeah, we were sitting there doing that radio show, chilling though, doing a radio show. And then the phone was ringing. He was sitting there, we out there freestyling and stuff like that, freestyling. He wasn't about to answer the phone.
I wasn't.
I said, hey man, you better answer that damn phone. He's like, for what? I said, man, that might be that call you're looking for. You know, he answered that damn phone, it got quiet.
And it was you.
Oh, wow.
And when I hung up, they asking me questions and I couldn't speak for like 5 minutes.
Wow.
I told your ass. I told you. I said, you better pick that goddamn phone up. I said, pick it up. They're serious.
So see, there you go. God was speaking through you to him.
Yes.
To listen. See, and you know what? That's a good thing to talk about when you were saying about answer the phone, pick the phone up, hear the call, open the door, because you just never know what's on the other side.
Right.
Unless you hear woo.
Well, you know what? In my other field, I do hear the woos, and I have to talk to them.
You do a whole bunch of shit. We gotta talk to like 3 more shows or something for all your professions. Like shit.
But yeah, again,
you need to have me come back and let me do some readings.
No, we are going to let you come back and we will want you to do some spiritual stuff on there also.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna have you come back. I'm gonna pop up on your ass. I'll be where you at in your video. I want to come where you at.
Well, see, the thing about it, I'm gonna know when you're coming, and I'm gonna open the door and say, "I knew you was coming."
I know jokes though. I'm an energy or aura person though. Like, and instantly though, like right before you came up though, your energy is impeccable though. I love your energy though. I can just feel it. You know what I'm saying? Through here though, for real. I'm an energy or aura person though.
Thank you.
All the stuff you do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. I love my life. I love what I do. I love the people in my life. I love the things that God has provided to me, and I'm just walking in faith.
Thank you.
You vibrating. You ain't feeling baby. You vibrating.
Yeah.
But again, thank you for coming on the show again. To tell us what you do and then talk about the family business. I'm going to actually get off of here and we're going to watch the family business tonight, actually.
That's right.
So, and before you go, tell the people your name again and where to find you and any information you want them to know before you get up out here.
Okay, well, first thing I want to say is another episode of Family Business is coming on tomorrow on on Thursday. So don't forget that. I'm Dr. Lana Bettencourt. You can find me on YouTube. And because I have to look this up because somebody else.
Tell them just Google you. That's where you do. Just Google me.
Google me. Yes, Google me. But I did because I was on another show and she was saying, I got like 11 million viewers, and so I need to make sure that they have a way to get a hold of you. So I said, okay, so I do now have from my production company, my personal production company is Healing Love Productions.
Well, I didn't know you had a production company.
Wow. Yeah. Shit, put it on the table, lady. Put it on the table.
I'm gonna work for you. I'm coming out there.
So my production company is Healing Love Productions, and the phone number is 323-413-8818. And so when I'm not in production with Tridestin Studios and Urban Books Media, hit me up. Let me know. Like I said, if you have any questions or whatever, text me. Y'all got the number now.
I'm going to be hitting you up. I'm ready to get back out there. I'm going to be hitting you up about your project. See
okay.
I'm about to call you more than the people that call Mike Jones.
But yes, thank you for coming on again. Tell everybody I said hi, Carl Weber, Don D, and Indy, even Tone, the production, the Tone that's running the trucks and everything.
Yeah, he's a key
Production.
PA. He's a key
Yes.
PA.
Yes.
I'm about to go on your friend list and everybody on there. I'm inboxing. I'm gonna tell Carl. He said, "How much?" Hey, Carl, it's big funny, man. Dre will say hi.
I will. I was
No,
just with Tone and Veronica and Gail and all of them, so I'll
please tell
definitely
them
tell
I said
everybody.
hi, please.
I will, and
Yes,
I'll let Carl
especially,
know you say hi too. So.
Yes, thank you. I wish we could have him on here because there's a lot of questions I gotta ask him.
Tell Carl he got to come put it on the table.
Yeah, and also
in his inbox, I'm inbox there 1,000 times.
And also Trey Haley, because
I will.
That's somebody I looked up to, and I still try to run my sets today of things that he's doing. I took back with me and like just looking through the phone. He even got a phone up, but he got it up just to see stuff. I do that on my sets and things like that now. Yeah. So I try to, everything that I've seen from you all, I try to bring it back and try to do for my community and things like that.
Amen. So, amen.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it. I'll definitely share.
Yeah, even though Dre Will Production, we are a family business also. And that's how I try to do it. Everybody on set, they act and everything also. So
we got drones. Yes. I'm coming to fly drones for you. If you need me, we fly some drones. I got some drones. I got one in my backpack right now.
Next time I'm in Cincinnati, I have to come on one of your sets.
Oh yes, come please. Let us know when you hear. Here's a drone right here. We got him. Yes, DJI. Yes, we got him.
Yes.
Yeah,
but we have. But please, yes, if you're here in town, please reach out to us and let us know. And also, if we are in California, which we will be pretty soon, we will reach out to you.
And I'm definitely and ask all y'all know if y'all got any camera equipment that y'all don't use no more, collecting dust, donate that shit to me.
Dre Will Production, donate it.
We can use that shit, light bulbs and all.
But
and you know what? When I moved, I actually Dre, you know Nestor. We gave a lot of our production cameras.
Nestor, that's my guy.
You gave him my shit. That's mine.
I reached out to Nestor, man. He's doing great on family business also.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He plays Ramon.
Yep, and he's doing great. Yes.
Yeah.
So, like you said, appreciate you again. I'm gonna let you get up off of here.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for coming and put it on the table.
Thank you. I had a great time. You guys were fun.
We got you.
Yes, thank you very much. Yes, we like to entertain our guests. Thank you.
And go subscribe to my YouTube. I'm gonna send you 1,000 links.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Oh, he ain't lying.
I'm gonna look at all 1,000 of them. Wink, wink.
All right. Thank you very
you guys
much.
take care.
All right. Much love. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Oh shit, man.
Well, there you have it, man. Dr. Lana Bettencourt, she came and put it on the table, man. She had a lot to say about the film industry and things like that. So y'all can stop asking me and y'all ask her.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all, whoever just looked, thank all y'all for tuning in, though. Thank y'all, appreciate it. I couldn't read all the comments and stuff like that, but thank y'all for tuning in, commenting, and the like. But whoever ain't seen the whole thing, hey, go back and watch this. She do a whole bunch of shit, and it's an inspiration. I would just say, watch this whole video, though.
Very inspirational. So, yes, and tune into the family business. It's coming on. I'm actually about to go watch now on Netflix and everything. If you haven't seen it, start over from season 1 because you're not going to be mad about that. Season 1 is going to just watch it.
Hey, y'all
if you haven't seen it, watch it.
Y'all better go watch all these episodes, all seasons. Because when I get up in there and I'll be like, y'all motherfuckers ain't support me, don't start watching it now. Because y'all gonna see me dinosaur off to this shit like that. Y'all gonna see me like, that motherfucker said he was gonna be on there. I'm like, oh, don't try to subscribe to my YouTube channel.
But yes, like, nah. But yes, man, thank y'all again for tuning in and watching. If you not seen the whole show, please go back and watch it again. Please like and share and comment. And subscribe to our YouTube at Dre Will Big Funny TV.
Yes.
Watch all our podcasts, all our skits, and everything that we do.
We got some more podcasts. Put it on tables though.
Yes.
Just go down the list. We got some people that's spitting some stuff though. You know
also, Dre Will Productions is holding starting August 10th, a comedy jam, coming to the stage comedy jam, which will be filmed like a deaf comedy jam. We have 4 comedians each month, with my man hosting the first season, 6 episodes, and it's going to be filmed, like, and put out on,
it's going to be live
on our platforms and also TV. So
tap in, man.
Please tap in. We're looking for comedians, models. Models want to know what they're doing at a comedy show where they're bringing out the comedians. Listen, they're going to know.
Everybody say find out. Man.
Listen, models are coming out, bringing the comedians out with the signs on, like round 1 and things like that. So we have seen other people trying to copy our stuff already. They're having the comedy jam.
About this, man.
Listen. So if we can, that's what we're looking for, and that's what we're doing every month. And we're looking for comedians and models and also vendors. So please reach out to us. And thank y'all for tuning in again. Appreciate y'all. Catch us next week on Wednesday at 9 o'clock. You never know who's going to be on this podcast.
Get some tickets.
Get some tickets. You never know who's going to be on this podcast, man. I appreciate it.
I think I'm going to look through the comments and stuff. I think I'm going to give 2 tickets away to somewhere. I'm going to have a raffle or something like that. I'm going to give some tickets away. Find out who's watching this.
So if you watch it, Big Funny page, and find out who's watching this, we might be giving some tickets away. See?
Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in. Again for our guest, co-producer, Dr. Lana Bettencourt, for the family business, Carl Weber's Family Business. And like I said, if you haven't tuned in today, please go watch the whole show over again.
Yeah. I don't want them telling y'all shit about the show because I don't like how I ain't telling y'all shit. Get there so you can see it.
Yes. Well,
email.
We up out of here. Thank y'all. I'm your host, Dre Will. Dre Will Production. You can find me on Instagram, official Dre_Will. Facebook, Dre Will Productions, everywhere. So thank y'all for tuning in. Appreciate
it. Funny everywhere. Go
subscribe to his YouTube.
We got skits coming though. We got some more skits. Let's check out everything.
Yep. Thank y'all very much. See y'all later.